Hey there, lads and lasses. This here, of course, is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States. It is a little bit past noontime Pacific Standard Time, and that can only mean that it's time for some Generations Minecraft server. Today, we will be in the Baby Zombie Rush beta world, doing some redstone and that kind of stuff. Let's log right on in there. Here we go. Yeah, I still yet to update the server to 1.21.4. I guess I'll get around to that sooner or later. Let me just do a little bit of an adjustment there. Okay, there we go. Of course, there's Jeannie. I got to adjust my Wednesday timings. I got to do my lurks. Understood. You guys can see the auto shout out down up there for Cheska's Jeannie. Please go check out her stream when you get the chance. You will not be disappointed. Jeannie, you do what you have to do. Appreciate the lurk. Just for the record, Jeannie's first, by the way, tonight. Just saying. Okay. So we always do this at the beginning of the Baby Zombie Rush stream. We go over our leaderboard here, our schedule board, and we see what we're up to. So, yeah, we did the entrance over there. We created that. We did one of the secret doors, an escape door. Go down to a dead-end alley, press the button, and passage opens up and lets you out of that part of the maze. But stays open long enough for the baby zombies in pursuit of you to follow in through too. So there is that, right? Arrow dispensing, detrimental. So again, you go down into a dead end, hit the button if you so decide to do that, and a panel opens up and you're bombarded by arrows. Detrimental means they're bad for you. They're good for the baby zombies though. Yeah, they have a harm potion on them, so it helps the baby zombies. Does not help you so much, or our participant, right? And of course, then we have the inverse here of a similar situation. Press the button, arrows are dispensed at you, but they're beneficial. They're healing arrows, right? And so they're bad for the baby zombies. Baby zombie spawner at the entrance. So when the game starts, you need the bloodthirsty horde of baby zombies there at the beginning. So that's what that does. And then dead end baby zombie spawner. So you find yourself in a dead end. You decide to hit the button. Panel opens up and baby zombies come pouring out at you. So that's where we're at the moment. And now we're finishing up this. And I believe this is complete. So what this is a trapdoor in the floor of the maze, running down into a dead end. You decide to press the button. The floor opens up. You fall into some sort of detrimental or beneficial, could be beneficial, kind of area, and then the floor closes up behind us. We did the redstone for this, which I suppose it could have been done better in some kind of aspects. But I don't know. I think it's cool. I like it. So what we need to do now is we need to install this, and I mean, I'm still getting my first sport. They're called typos, not spellos. I should make an emote about that or something. I did come up with an idea for an emote finally, because I only have the two after all this time. But I did come up with an idea. One struck me the other day, and so this is the month of March. I'm not going to say it's my favorite month, but it is definitely one of my very favorite months. Month of March, for a number of reasons. But yeah, so we may have a new redeem, a new emote this month. We also need to make a new redeem for this month as well. So this month is going to have a lot of cool stuff in it. So we need to choose a spot for this. We need to install 3 of these. I was talking to Kachi and some of the other viewers, and you can see, of course, I'm holding TNT in my hand. Shut Mountain, Kachi, a couple of others said a TNT pit would probably be funnier than a creeper pit. Sure. I mean, they both do basically the same kind of thing. I was thinking maybe the creeper would be funnier, but no, they're right. Now that I think of it, the anticipation of the TNT, the scrambling to get out when there's no way out, and then boom shakalaka, it's done, right? That's cool. So I'm thinking on installing 3 of these trapdoors in the maze somewhere. One will be the TNT pit. One will be the lava pit, and the third one I'm thinking on having a drop down under the maze in a secret tunnel, going through the maze and have you emerge somewhere up into a different part of the maze. And again, there's a large section of the maze for which there is really no way out of it. And if a player finds themselves in that part of the maze, there's a good chance they wouldn't be able to complete the maze. So if they're down in that area somewhere, I would like to give them some ways out. One of those ways out is this secret door that we installed. So we put a secret door in there, and that helps them get out of there. So also in that section, I would like to put this kind of feature here where they drop down. They think, oh, no, something bad's going to happen. And then they think, oh, wait a minute. No, nothing bad is happening. What's going on? And the tunnel through there, just to make it disorientating, will probably be concrete blocks, black concrete blocks, to give you to throw you off spatially, right? So you can't really get your bearings, because this part, though, will still be obsidian, because I want the player, when they first drop, to expect TNT, lava, something, creepers, whatever. And then when that doesn't happen, they realize they're okay, and then they see the blackness in front of them, and they start pursuing, because you can't go back up, right? And so, but also, you can't really linger long here, because the baby zombies will very likely fall down through here with you. So then you have to run through the darkness, and then there'll become a point where, again, you'll hit a button, and then we're going to have to come up with some way for the player to emerge back up into the maze. I'm thinking a set of stairs up to the top, and then some trapdoor that opens up and lets them out, right? So we'll do something like that. And again, it'll close up behind them, so if they come back that way again, they'll have no indication that that's happening. There's something I need to test, and I need to see what length this drop needs to be in order to save the redstone above. Right? So that's got to happen. Also, the TNT will be dispensed out. So we need an extra circuit in this somewhere that will also dispense the TNT, right? So before I get too far into this, let's take a couple of screenshots. Because we're going to test the TNT. And so I'm going to place the TNT down here. Flint and steel. And hopefully the TNT will not destroy the redstone above. I don't think it will. Yeah, we're good. We're good there. We'll put a couple of pieces in TNT here. We're still really good. Okay, the third thing that might happen is TNT might fall on the player's head or a baby zombie. Oh. Okay, so I think we're going to be all right, but just in case. That's cool, though, how the explosion set off, like it didn't damage the observer, but I think it did a little bit of damage to these obsidian blocks, a little bit. Or it did a little bit of damage to the observers themselves, and they detected the change of state, and it set them off. That's a cool game mechanic, if you think about it. We could use that somewhere. So, just note to brain, sometime we might be able to use that for something. I can't think of something right off, but that's where the coolest ideas come from, where something that looks like a mistake there, right? You could actually use that for some beneficial thing, some kind of cool effect or something like that. So, an observer can detect an explosion, everyone. in that kind of way, anyway. Right? So I'm going to bring this down about one more block. Right about there. One of the other things I'm a little concerned with, too, is I'm thinking on having the dispenser be right about here or right about here on either side. Maybe even in the front, depending on where the redstone needs to be. I would like to have maybe 2 dispensers right here, and I'm thinking 2 pieces of redstone, 2 pieces of TNT would be enough, and they won't, I don't think they'll drop straight down. I think they'll land right about there. So they'll arc down parabolically, right about to here, and they'll detonate. There's a chance, timing-wise, they might detonate like right about there or maybe even there. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. But again, if they land on the player's head, I want to make sure, and the player doesn't move and it doesn't slide out from it somehow, if it winds up detonating there, I want the redstone to be okay. Yeah, okay, this is a good height. We'll keep it right here. Now, one thing we have to check is we have to check for fall damage. Now, if the player takes some fall damage, that's cool. That's actually good. If it takes fall damage to the point where it kills them, though, that's not so cool. I want to make sure that they survive. Right? So there is that. So we're going to need to do something like, something like that. Oh, the redstone actually broke. There. Okay, let's see what happened. Well, I just jumped off of there, so I think they're going to be okay. It looks like maybe 4 hearts of damage. Now, hopefully they're not too damaged by the baby zombies, right? And when they do hit the ground, they will have some damage already. Maybe some baby zombies will be on them. Who knows? But some of the redstone has been messed up. All right, all of that looks good. All of that looks good. The rails are okay. The pistons look like they're okay. But that side isn't activating at all. Okay, all of this looks good. It looks all right. What am I missing? See, if Shut Mountain were here, he'd tell me right off. Is it something on the other side? Ah, right there. Thunder! How are you doing, Thunder? Angel by you. Welcome on in, Angel. You guys can see the auto shout out there for my good friend and fellow co-streamer there and honorary buffoon alumni, Angel by you. Last streamed Aloft. I'm not recognizing that by its name. Of course, you know me. I'm never up on the new games that those young folks are playing. And I'm about to get some backlash from Angel in 3, 2, 1. Okay. And then my PC crashed. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, there it is. Angel and I are in the same generation. Of course. And then my PC crashed after 15 minutes. Ugh. Okay, I'll have to watch the VOD for that. How did that stream go? Well, other than your PC crashing after 15 minutes. Well, actually, what I'm trying to say is, was that your first time streaming Aloft? That's what I'm trying to say. Ugh, Thunder. All right, I think this is going to be okay. We survived the fall damage. Right, those rails took a little bit of damage. So, and these rails are lower too. That I did not count on. So you know what we can do? Let's see what happens if we drop the TNT right here. And we'll look at these rails and make sure that they're okay. All right, they're fine. The stone around it isn't fine, but these are fine. Be right back. Okay, sure. All right, that looked all right. Also, let's do this. Again, if this happens to go off here, my rail's going to be okay in the back. Oh, no, it's not. All right, so what we need to do is we're going to need to protect these rails. And I'm thinking maybe just a little bit extra obsidian around this will do it. All right, and I assume a similar thing's going to happen over here. Right? So you know, and this is how this kind of thing is done, people. You got to test it first. Okay, let's see what happens there. Because you really don't know what's going to happen here until you try it out. You know, you try to think of everything you can ahead of time, right? Yeah, see, okay, so that's the weak part of this. I think the rest is going to be okay. But definitely the more obsidian around this, the better. Especially for the TNT one. The lava one, not so much so. But the TNT one, yeah. All right. And what I'm going to do is the TNT dispenser system with the redstone and everything, I'm just going to build it right into the location in the maze. So we can do that. I don't have to build it here, right? I can just modify this over there when we get it into place. Let's pick out a dead end for this. So how much room are we going to need? Underneath, I'm not too concerned with. It looks like the top, we're just going to need this kind of area. And the good thing about this is it looks like I can get away with this being an internal dead end. The internal dead ends are the ones I'm most concerned about. Because if you think about it, if we're doing redstone and things like that, it's easier to take an external dead end because we do have these alleyways I built on the exterior in which to install redstone, right? And so these outer walls, it's pretty easy to have something out there, right? Now I've blocked it up so the player can't see if there's anything out there or not. So there'll always be some sort of button here on either side, and they can always press something. My idea is to equip every dead end here with some sort of feature, right? That's what I would like to do. But it looks like we're going to need about this much room. 4x4 in this C shape around it. Even just this one side would be enough. And then we have to think about the redstone underneath here. Remember, we don't have to be concerned with this. This is just me teaching myself about comparator clocks. This came out so cool. I am so proud of this. All right, focus, Thunder, focus. Now, let's disorientate the view here. And that's another reason why I don't have the mini HUD with the cords up and stuff like that. But again, I don't really expect anybody to be watching this and then try to learn the maze from the video and stuff and then offer to be a contestant. So I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm just looking for a decent dead end. Like... I'm looking at this one. This one looks pretty good. There's already quite a bit of redstone over there, though. It's kind of close. This might be a good one. And this could be a good one. This could be a good one right here. Kind of close to the wall, but not very. Doesn't look like there's other dead ends around. I have that one over there, but this might be a good one for this. This might be a good one. But what am I thinking? This would be a good one for the escape dead end. All right, so... what do I want? So I'm going to take a redstone torch, and I'm going to mark this dead end. And I probably shouldn't do this because I might be giving something away. But again, I really don't expect... And I don't know. I think I'll call this escape drop for right now. And we'll put that one there. All right. That means we have lava and TNT. Now let me see. I have a dead end here. I have a dead end over there. But I have a dead end there. But none else around. This might be a good place for it. I'm a little concerned about some redstone for that dead end, and this might be a little close together. We might put the TNT dropper right here. Wow, I just got a major, very, very early game flashback of nostalgia when I first started playing Minecraft with Kachi. For some reason, I don't know why, but we were using redstone torches to light up caves and stuff in dark areas. So you get a dark area like this, and we just put down the redstone torch. And we were using redstone torches for lighting. And when I did that just now and I saw we had like a little dark patch over here, and I set down the torch and it lit it up, it just gave me that flashback. And I'm saying Kachi, but actually I mean my older son, Biggie, when he was a little guy and we first started playing Minecraft like back in 2013. Yeah. Was that long ago? All right, what I want to do is I want to look at this, and I want to check how far past the wall here the redstone is going to extend. And lucky me, it doesn't at all. I was pretty compact with this. So it looks like it's actually a block in. Now, on the sides, it will extend maybe 2 blocks out on either side of the surrounding walls. Okay. So the redstone may extend out to here and out to here, but that's okay. There's no dead ends right there. And there, oh, you know what? There is a dead end right here. And I'm right on it, and I didn't even see it. Yeah, you know what? I think for this kind of thing, that's a little too close. How about this one? We have that dead end over there. That redstone over there is pretty far away. This might be a good candidate. We do have this dead end over here. And it's, yeah, we have a dead end feature right here. Okay, so I don't want this one. I don't want this one or that one. We do have this dead end with that one very near it. I think this might be a good candidate, though. That dead end is over there, but I think it's far enough away. The redstone will only go to here, right around in this area. I think this one's far enough away. Darn, that still looks pretty close, right? These two are pretty close together. Those two aren't too bad. No dead ends there. These two are right on top of... Well, no, that's not a dead end. Yeah, maybe we should go with this one. All right, let's just check this again. No dead ends there. No dead ends there. We have a dead end over here, but I feel this is far enough away. We have a dead end over here. That's plenty far enough away. We have another one right here. I think that's far enough away. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's get started. All right. All right. These can be filled in. I'm gonna leave that one open. Just in case we need some maintenance or something in here, I've got a little bit of space. All of this can be closed. Good, like that. Eventually, this can be closed. We can put some... just for now. And again, I'll leave that open just in case I need to do some maintenance. But this would have to be completely closed. Oh, okay, this is a testing button. That can't be there. All right, and we need that on the other side because when the player's on the opposite sides of the walls here, Yeah, there can't be any indication, right? And of course, these would be attached to other walls, right? So we would have this. All right. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to reproduce this right over there. If I did this right, if I wanted to use the tools at my disposal, I could just copy this whole thing into place. I could just use... Well, I could use Lightmatic and make a file with that. I could use WorldEdit too and copy it into place there. I might even be able to use just the game's copy and paste, but I don't know if the game's copy will be strong enough to get all of this in here. One of the things I'm a little concerned with is somehow the redstone breaking. So I'm going to open up my WorldEdit file with my WorldEdit commands in there because I don't use it enough to have them memorized. Let's see. Is this the one I want? The one I want. All right, let me take a look. Okay, there's no indication. This one is saved on generations, though. This one's good. And I've got several of these. It's probably this one. This might be the latest version. So I've gone and I've updated it. You guys can't see this. I'm looking off camera here. This one looks better, I think. Right. Okay, let's try this out. What I'm going to do is something like this. And, you know, what the heck? Let's try to use the WorldEdit. That's why we have it. We may as well try to use it. And just to help us aim and copy correctly, let's put in the features for the structure here. Like this. This would be the wall on the opposite side of this, right? And then similarly over here. Yeah, we could be a little smarter about this the second time around. That's thunder. I always have to screw it up first before I figure out the best way to do it. I never do it the first time. Except that. That I nailed it the first time with that. Using that bus as the delay circuit. That, yeah, that's so satisfying. Okay, so we have this kind of a thing. And now I have some point of reference. So now I can use some woolly bits. Like this. Now, one thing that is going to kind of suck is that this is going to replace our decorative blocks. So when I paste this in, it's going to look, again, just like this, right? So there is that to contend with. All right, that should be grabbing that, and then I need this to come out by one more. So we make sure that we get that in place. And then we need to go all the way down like that. And we need to go a couple of more down just so we can get that level of obsidian. And we can do this. And now we don't want all of this stone in here either. I know I could be doing this in more efficient ways. Yeah, I totally get it. Let's get a different color wool for this so I don't do something really dumb. I basically need to take all of this out. Now, I'm going to lose the obsidian floor in there, so I'll have to put it back. And this, for this fill command... There you are. For this fill command, we can just do this. We can just use the stock one. Provided by Minecraft. Like that. We can come over here like this. Just fill it with air, as we'd say in New England. There we go. Okay, and so that way we won't grab the stone with it. And as far as the obsidian's concerned, again, we don't have to be conservative with our materials, right? We're in creative mode, so we should be good. All right, now I think I just hit position on either one of these to set said position. And I think I need to come up a little bit more. That way it'll grab everything beneath it. The bounding box usually includes these. So I do have to think about that. Because otherwise it will displace some air. But actually, I think we're good. I think we're good. So, for example, if I had the bounding box here, it'll take everything from the outer edges of this in. So it'll include the block here, which is what I think I should be doing. And same thing down here. Like that. It'll include that. It'll include this. Okay. Let's try this. And let me get up my copy commands here. Input region. Right, and we need to do that with position 1 and position 2, I think. So I need to do this. Double forward slashes, those are commands for world edit. And then piece of, no, position 1. And then you just, I think we're good. Yeah, there it is. Okay, position 1. Oh, that's kind of weird that it's up there, though. I don't want that. There used to be a way that you could just target the block just by looking at it. Like pointing at it, right? So position 1. Oh, I have to type in what it is. So how did I do that? I think I just had F3 on. I'm trying to remember how to do this stuff now. F3, there, and I just typed it in. That's what it was. because it's more accurate that way. It takes a little longer to type stuff, but I think it's better. All right, so let's do position. Again, first position. We can do targets, and I think we just do 6, 7, 9. I think they're separated by commas like that. Boy, I have to remember how to do this. This, and then negative 1781. Okay, it likes it. Good. And then we do the other one down here for position 2. Let me think. I'm thinking ahead, and I shouldn't be. Right. What am I looking at here? I'm looking at 671. Comma, I'm looking at 71, comma, and I'm looking at negative 1796. 6, that's position 2. All right. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3 like that, and that's the position of our block. So let's come back over here, is it? Like this. 2, 3, 4, like this. All right, so I had 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. I think it was like that, right? Let's. Oh God, we gotta make sure about this. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. So it includes those 4. Okay, that's a little different. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, like that. Is that what I'm doing? It looks that way. There's only a 1 block gap of air in between. This should be level with that, and it is. So we're there like this, and now the next thing we need to do is go underneath and locate this other block here. And I think the best way to locate this other block is right off of this. Okay, we need to come over by 1. Like this. We don't need that test button. Okay, so we need to do that and then come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 down, and it's inclusive. So 2 out and 19 down, inclusive off of that. Two out and 19 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow. 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow. Okay. This redstone is going to go a little bit further down than this floor. That's not a problem at all. There's nothing underneath this. So now I forgot how this goes into place. Like when I selected the positions, I need to stand and look in a certain position to have it drop down correctly. So when I copy, stand on a block to register the center point. Right, and so I think what I'll do is I'll stand on a wool block like right here. Okay, so let's do that. We could do this. Like this, so when we do paste, we'll get to see where it... Okay, so let me see. One. Yeah, so when we're standing on this, we'll do the copy command. Oh, over there, of course. And then we'll come over here to do the paste command, and it should line up. Should. We'll see. Like this. Now, I think this will do this correctly. So we should do T, and we should do forward, and then it should say copy. Now we should do, this will take out the white wool block, so it won't copy that. No, I think there's a space. There it is, right? White wool. So, white underscore wool. Okay, I'm just reading my document here. Okay, so I need to... Okay, and you know what? Let's do this just to make sure. Just to make sure. Let's do this. We'll do it in the same orientation. Maybe it'll copy the same way. Like that. That way I'm looking down at the block. It should do everything the same way. We need to create a brush now. So let us take everything out of the inventory. And usually you just do a wood axe. Something like this for your brush. And then while you're holding this in your hand, you have to do something like, say, // and I think it has to be brush. Clipboard. Typed correctly? Yes. Wow. Go figure. Minus OA. But I don't have an option for OA, OAB, OAE, oh, what is it? Mine just says OA. So did that update? Let me take a look. No, that one also says OA. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. It just says OA. It doesn't say OA, OAB, or anything like that, but you can see the prompt. It's looking for that. So I think I'm going to have to look that up online. Awk. Okay, I've got a little moderation I have to do. Apparently. Bye-bye. Good. All right, let's take a look. World edit. Negative OA. And let's see what it comes up with. Let me do a search on here. Again, you guys can't see this. This is on the other display, but okay, let's do this. Use the placement's coordinate origin. Regenerate biomes as well. One of my choices, OAE, OA. Yeah, it doesn't give examples of that. Yeah, the documentation isn't giving me examples. That's not good, people. That's not good. I mean, I could just try it and see what happens, right? I could do that. This isn't helping. Can you please just do the thing? All right, the browser search isn't helping. All right, maybe, what am I trying to do? Brush clipboard. And then maybe it'll give the options, right? There's the options for that. /O, paste a region from the clipboard. That's the O. What about the B? I've got O, OAE. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, you know, I'm not immediately getting anything from this, so I'm just going to try stuff and see what happens. Let's just try the first one. Maximum brush radius in configuration is 6. All right. Copy. Brush radius. All right, so let me try that again. I have to relearn how to do. Here we go. There's Jeppo. Hey, welcome on in, Jeppo. You guys can see the auto shout out there for Jeppo-tastic. What did I miss? Not much. On me trying to remember how to use World Edit, the copy command. How are you doing today, Jeppo? May I ask what part of the world you happen to be in right now? Are you still in Spain? In the mountains of Spain? Clipboard brush. So brush, clipboard. And then I should have... Okay, let's do AOEB. B, I think they have. The clipboard brush uses your clipboard as a shape and places it at the target. Flags work just like the paste command. Where the O flag is a little bit, it makes a copy of the paste at the brush's location of origin, otherwise centered at that location. Choose your relative position carefully when copying. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this is different now. And why would I have to have -M for mask? I mean, what happens if I try to do this? And then I just do that. Maximum brush radius in configuration is 6. Should I then... Okay, what should we set for a brush radius then? I want to grab it from this corner, but I'm thinking if I do that... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 times 4 is 20, 21, 22. All right. Can I set the radius for this thing? Too many arguments. Okay, let me put brackets around these. Wow, I've completely forgotten how to do this. I learned most of this in Buffooncraft when Shut Mountain, Flying Villager, Lone Star, and myself were working on the lunar event, and I was pretty up to that, and I've hardly used it since. Again, I think I should just build this out with blocks. It's not that hard to do. I'm just looking at the prompt for this, right? Like, what's it going to tell me? How do I set? Yeah, like, how do I set the radius bigger? I think it's just space and I stick the number in there. Too many arguments. Yeah, you know what? I could spend the whole stream trying to figure this out, but I'm really not prepared to do that. I think I should just build it in. I would just like to copy it, and paste it in, but clearly I'm not prepared for that. And there's Cyclopsalops with a raid. Hey, G Panda, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Welcome in, Raiders. If any of you somehow happen to not know who I am, I'm Thunderhand64. I'm primarily a Minecraft streamer. Sunday, I do a variety stream, though, with my son, Kachi. And that's where we mix things up a little bit. We play whatever games Kachi wants to play. Or we do coding. Kachi likes to do coding and stuff like that. So that's mostly his stream. But my streams are Minecraft streams. Today we're working on a not-so-mini game in creative mode. And we're installing a redstone circuit in here, a redstone device in here for one of the features of the game. But Psych, how was your stream? It looks like... What were you just streaming? Yeah, I don't have the readout, the printout. Went pretty well. What were you streaming, if you don't mind me asking? I built the sun. Well, bottom part of it. Okay, well, I assume that is Minecraft then. Yes, nice. Very nice. I always love it when Psych does a... Cyclopsalops does a Minecraft stream. By the way, I recently got to participate in an event that he and Pleasant Player and the crew invited me, to which I was invited. And it was basically a Minecraft capture the flag kind of event where we had two different teams. You know how capture the flag goes. Our team won. And Cyclopsalops there was on my team. Which, I don't know. It's like, what do you think? Unfair advantage? I have to say, we had like a dream team of players. I feel we did. But I think Pleasant Player might still be processing the video for that. I don't think it was streamed. I think it was recorded as a video. And Cyclopsalops usually does the editing for Pleasant Player's videos. I see some cool redstone stuff. To my knowledge, ends at working. How repeaters function. We did amazing. They couldn't beat us. Yeah. I thought we had a solid strat. Yeah, Luke and what was the other player's name? I forget. I'll have to go back and review that. But they came up with our plan was one of deception to create false strongholds that in either one of them could be our flag. So when they got over there, they would just have all of these strongholds to choose from, and they would have to search them all to find our flag. And then Luke and one of the other players came up with the idea of just stripping off the outside blocks of the original structure in which the flag was housed, which were blue concrete blocks, and to incorporate them into some of the other ones. It was just great. Yeah, it was just a great strat. And then we sent out a team, grabbed their flag, brought it back, and yeah, the rest is history, as they say. All right, this particular trap, for those just coming in, the game is a maze kind of game in which a contestant is in the waiting area, the beginning area here. Baby zombies, hordes of baby zombies will be spawned in. The door will open to the maze. The baby zombies will chase the player into the maze. And then the player must evade the baby zombies, because if they catch them, they will kill the player. And so the player has to find their way through the maze. And when the player reaches dead ends, there will be buttons featured, which the player can decide whether or not they want to push the button. If they push the button, they're taking a risk. It could be something beneficial, something detrimental, or something kind of neutral could happen. They don't know. They all look the same. There's really no way of telling. But say the player comes around a corner here. They're running for their lives, bloodthirsty baby zombies. They come around here. Oh, my God, what do I do? The player could juke the baby zombies. There is a chance to do that. But if not, they could come over here, decide to press a button. Oh my God, arrows. They're getting pelted with arrows. These are arrows of healing, so they're good for the player, bad for the baby zombies. Right? And so there are these kind of features at each of the dead ends. Right? And so that's the idea. And the player gets a little benefit with an arrow of swiftness. It closes back up. If the player happens to be elsewhere in the maze, they come back around to this. Again, there's no indication. The arrows will despawn, right? So throughout the entire maze, there will be these kinds of traps. The trap that we're working on now is a fall away floor. So when the player comes to the dead end, they press the button, the floor drops away, and they fall into a pit. We have two kinds of pits, three kinds of pits really. We have a TNT pit. TNT will be dispensed down into the shaft here and will obviously kill the player. The baby zombies will also fall down in with the player, so there's that as well. Another one will be a lava pit, and a third one will be the player will survive, and there'll be a black concrete tunnel system here, so very disorientating. They'll have to evade the baby zombies, and it will pop up into another part of the maze. So, yeah. G Panda says, I see a button, I press. Yeah. So, I don't know if you'd be so inclined to do that after you press a couple of buttons. But that's the idea of our game. We've been working on this game for what seems to be a very long time. Continuously, right? I've started the game quite some time ago, but I just work on it once, like every 2 weeks. I'll do this Baby Zombie Rush stream, and we'll just add another feature. We'll do a little more and a little more. The idea behind the stream was basically to learn Redstone and to get better at Redstone, and to try to make a game of it and try to see if we could make something decent and fun out of it and stuff. So. What I was just trying to do is remember how to use World Edit to copy and paste. And I can't seem to pull that. I don't want to take the entire stream learning how to do that, relearning it, because I've forgotten it. It's gone. I do have World Edit installed on the system, and I can do the position, copy, paste. I just forget how to do it. I used it to copy entire sections of this maze to create the maze. But and I wanted to copy this whole structure into a part of the maze. I can't remember how to do that, so I'm just going to leave it. And I'm going to at least try to build in this feature right now. So I'll just place blocks in creative. So I'll start with this one right here. It looks like 2 into there with 2 hollowed out. And it stops right about there, so we can do that. And I'm going to build this first one right into here like this. And I think it's going to do this kind of a thing like that. And I think it's going to extend back about this far. Right about there. And yeah, we'll just do that. And let me see. I usually do a potion of night vision here. If I can type it correctly. Potion, like this. Let me see. Regeneration. No, I think it's better if we just type in night. It's faster, right? There we go. We'll just keep one of these in here. That way we can all see a little bit better. Usually at this point of the stream, I take a break. Rotate it after copying it, yeah. And you know what? I'm thinking I just build it in, right? So, and again, I could use the air command on this, and I could just copy and paste air blocks into this. I'm going to postpone the, since you guys just came in on the raid, I usually do a 3-minute break right now and run some ads. I'm going to wait a few more minutes before I do that. Hopefully you guys won't all take off during the thing. If you do, that's okay. If you have stuff to do, that's fine. Let me see. Yeah, see, this is what sucks about this, of running back and forth, because my short-term memory is really bad. Because I'm old. I'm an old man. Yeah, let's take that out from when I was going to copy and paste that. Looks like, let's put the button into place over here like this. And that like that. And let's grab some like that and like that. We'll grab this. We'll grab this and we'll get started here. It looks like I'm 1 full block up and 3 full blocks back. Block up 3. Yeah, so it puts me right there anyway. We put our activation button right in there. Like this. I believe I just have the rails like that. With this like this. And I think I used a target block to direct it down. I mean, I didn't have to use it quite this way, but height-wise, it places it where I want it to. Then I have my sticky piston facing downward, and it has the slab. And this is one way I get around transmitting redstone activation through a gap. This is my cheaty way of doing it. Oh, I don't know if it's cheating. It's not cheating, right? Actually, I think it's quite clever. All right, piston like this. Let's do this. That goes down there like that. We do this. Like that. We should be good. I am going to take these blocks out. I don't really need them in there just while I'm building so I can see what I'm doing. All right, now the fall-away floor is here. We'll just remove these blocks for right now. And there we go. We'll run this first track on the... I think learning to world edit would be worthwhile. Then use it on the other segments too. Maybe if you want, we could help run through it by step. I do know how to use world edit. I did use it on all of this and quite a bit of this other stuff. I just can't recall because I don't use it enough. So having the recall of it is what's killing me right now. But I have backseating allowed, so when I can't remember stuff, I don't mind players chiming in, viewers chiming in with how to do this. Right now, though, if you had come in earlier in the stream, I would have done that. But right now, I'm thinking I should just build it out just so I can get something done by the end of the stream. Because I'm already halfway through my stream at this point. So let me see. I'm going to put in the walls of pistons on either side. It looks like 3x4 I have there. But I always have the backseating enabled. Cyclopsolops will tell you that. That's how I've learned or relearned redstone so quickly. Yep, there's no shame in deferring to others who know. That's how you learn fast. But you just got to be a really secure person to do that, right? So I, of course, am the most secure man you'll ever meet. Sounds good. I will send a couple of tips on things and probably are good to remember it. Thanks. I've created a document and where I save my commands and stuff. Because, searching the web, you get out-of-date commands. And, God forbid should you find yourself stuck in forums, right? They're just the worst. So, let me see. I have one block down, a row of 2x4. Yeah, but I always accept help. There's no shame in that. Where did I go? Here we are. I'm back over here. That's one of them. The other one's over here. Here we are. Yeah, so you can see how things go when you're an old dude and you can't remember stuff. Let me see. Let's do that. San su like this. San su like that. We're good. And I'm going to open this up for right now. So just so I have access, I can get in and out. Okay, here, I've got some moderation to do, you guys. Sorry about this. Bye-bye. All right, there we go. When you /copy a segment, your location matters, so copy it at the location of the button you'd want to paste it. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw just before the stream, but you can look at the VOD later. I set my position 1 in one corner of the bounding box, set my position 2 in the other corner, and then I usually put the piece of white wool upon which I want to stand, right? And that orientates it, right? And then I use the minus OAEB, I think, option on it, and then so it doesn't also copy the white wool. And then I reproduce the same conditions over here where I want it to be. I'll put the white block in the same position, stand on that, and then do the paste. It's just, just remembering exactly how to do that. Thankfully, there's an undo, right? But yeah, and so I could try that several times, but doing it, undoing it, doing it, undoing it, it's just waste time in the stream. For right now, I think I can just build it in place, right? Let me see. I want my rows of observers this way, people. Facing there on the bottom rows. Okay, that's good. So there's going to be a lot of flying back and forth because, again, short-term memory, not good. And I think I want these to look like this. Of course, it doesn't really matter which direction they're facing. Like this. I mean, I kind of like them to be orientated the way I want them. But they're really only going to go in that way, aren't they? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. The point is they need to slide down and then trigger these upward. Like that. Building is probably more chill. Well, it's definitely. But, also, you're under a little bit of pressure to get it done on time and that kind of stuff. So, next part of the circuit I can put in would be these. I need my... that. I already have those, and I already have more observers. This, it looks like it's set to 3 ticks. And facing in because it needs to activate those. Good. And I need to break for my ads pretty soon. Not my favorite thing to do, but it is necessary. It also cuts down the pre-roll for the new, for the viewers entering into the stream. This going into their right there. There we go. Sun, like that. And then my observers have to feed into that, definitely. So the Pigus have to be facing those repeaters. So they can feed those, right? Oh no, we have the target blocks. Yeah, so it brings a signal 90 degrees for me. And then, okay, placing these first is probably going to be easier. So observers, Pigus up. So like that. So the redstone stuff is always fun, man. I mean, sometimes it can be a little stressful, but there we go. Signal goes 90 degrees. Okay, I think with that, I'm going to break for 3 minutes to run some ads, and I shall be right back. Okay, and we're back. And again, I apologize for the ad breaks, but I would rather have them placed where we want them and not where Twitch wants them. So, okay, let's switch back to the display. Now that stuff is over with, go back over to here. We can build this out. And as I'm building this out, you guys can see how this is going to work, right? Let's do this. And again, I'm sure there's more compact and efficient ways to build this, but this is what I came up with. It works, and it works very, very cool. Let's see. Let us place these next. These need to activate those pistons. Welcome back. Welcome back. Gonna head off to bed now. Gotta get up tomorrow. Psych, thank you so much for the raid, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Go get yourself some rest. Being in your part of the world and whatnot, it's quite late where you are. So, y'all have a fantastic day. All right. Take care of yourself, man. Thanks again for the raid. Okay, let's see here. I need to place these right above those. And then a row of these first. All right, if I place the pistons first, they won't activate. All right, so above this and over on either side. Okay, now brain, just hang on to that image, please. Please, if you could just do that, that'd be great. I believe one back right there. Right here, and right here. And then observers, there, and there. Okay, that's good. I was thinking it might be an issue that the players on the edge wouldn't fall into the pit, but I realized that they'll probably get pushed in by the zombies probably. Yes, and also, I also want to give the players a chance to escape. I got to give them some kind of a chance, right? So when you're running about and you're running at the end and they're dancing around, trying to fend themselves off from the baby zombies, they press this. Chances are they're going to be standing in the middle, right? Like nobody goes up to a button like this to press it, right? So chances are they're going to be here like this, trying to press it. Baby zombie, they'll fall in. But the action is slow enough, whereas if they press it and they realize what's going on, they might be able to save themselves by moving in on the side. But they might also get knocked into the hole by the baby zombies. So I do want to give the play. And now I was also thinking initially, like yourself, thinking, no, I want the whole thing to open up. Number one, it's a heck of a lot more redstone. But I was thinking too, I got to remember, I got to give the players a chance. I got to give them a chance. So, all right, let's build out one side, then we'll copy it to the other. All right, I need my comparators, my waxed copper bulbs, very important. Comparator, waxed copper bulb, more observers. But I'll put the observers in after my rail. I think I might do that. I don't know. Let's build out these components first. The comparators need this because this is acting like a T flip-flop, right? So let's do that next. I need to do this off of that. We're going to have to move those. Putting in these. And now this is going to be a little difficult to do because I need to aim the comparators this way. Ugh, that's going to suck. All right, maybe do it from above. Because comparators... Okay. All right, well, just do it like that. There we go. And let me see. Waxed copper bulbs. Those will go in. Oops. This way. All right. Yes, T flip-flops and sandals and that. Redstone. Okay, so these have to be... Actually, I probably should have placed these... In fact, I know I should have placed these downward first and then those on top. These are just reset buttons. So let's go back and let's fix that, shall we? There's an order to things in the universe. Can I get that through here? I think so. Because we need the signal to come up and light those bulbs. That's what we be needing. Please, hands. If I could just have my hands do what they're supposed to do, that would be great. Yeah. There we go. Looking good. All right, I'm going to head off to sleep as well. Good luck with the build. Seems like an awesome project. Hey, Panda, thank you for dropping in, man. Like I say, anytime I do this Baby Zombie Rush stream every other Wednesday. Redeem, thank you. Every other Wednesday. So anytime you want to drop by and do some backseat gaming, you're more than welcome. Always welcome to do that. But have yourself a good night. Thank you. All right, let's do a little bit of this kind of stuff. Get one of those, and we'll get some rails like that. Observers. Getting that signal from down there. Need another drink. That's betterer. Okay, this extends out by one on either side, and then the observer. That's right. So what I'm thinking is just build out one side since it's symmetrical, and then copy it over to the other side. Now, when I place the rails on this, it's going to activate these. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, people. Let me see. How did that? You can hear it resetting those. And then what I usually do is a button. Yeah, so as we're building stuff like that, invariably happens. So we need to have reset features on there. Okay, this sees the redstone, right, on the corners. That's what it is, and powers the rails above. That's right. That's what I was doing. Let's get you guys some night vision. So that means we have to do that. And that. And that. And that. So we get a nice redstone rail bus across there. Supernova Relic would probably do that with an observer bus, but I do have my observer buses in here, Nova. They're short ones, but they're in there. All right, and we have another bus underneath this one with our target blocks on the end. All right, so let's put that one in place as well. And does it have its resets on it? I don't think it does. But we could put reset buttons right on the ends of those target blocks. Or right on these target blocks too. Okay, let's get under here. All right, so we have this. We have this. And it does this kind of a thing. Like that. And I think this goes here and this goes here. And then I think it does that. Oh, thank God it extends and retracts. That's right. Okay, it's supposed to do that, so I don't have to reset it. Nice. What did I have going there? I don't have that configured precisely. Yeah, I do. I think I just extended it out because I needed this to come around and not interfere with that. So there is that kind of stuff. Right, and then we need the loop circuit that comes around underneath these. All right, 2 there, and it looks like this is set for 5 redstone ticks, and each of these are set for 4 with redstone dust at the corners. Right, 2 away from that. Got it. Okay. So I'm doing this kind of a thing. And then this is staggered outward like this. That's staggered outward like that. We need a repeater right here. It's going. Now, wait a minute. This is not right. Because this has to read that at the corner. I'm thinking it should do this. But then that's 3 there. So, yeah, something's up. Something's not right. Brain dropped the ball here. Repeater, redstone dust. Could this be too... Did I... Repeater, redstone dust. This might be too far away. I think it is. These observers should be over those target blocks because otherwise they won't reach. Yes. Okay. Fine, Thunder. Really? Observer. Actually. Now we're back to this again. Comparator should be this way. Copper bulbs should be that way. Come on, just, yeah, with the thing. There. Do that. And I think it's made the same mistake twice. Look. There it is. And that's what I've been looking for. Like that, with the reset buttons on it. Critical. Let's see. That needs to observe that. That needs to observe that. Let me see. Okay, all of that is looking good. Yeah, okay. See, this now does what it's supposed to do. Let's reset it. Okay, it's double action, so it's not going to reset completely like it's supposed to. Not yet, anyway. Okay, all of that looks good. We were installing repeaters when last we left our hero. Let me see, feeding into the target block. Oh no, wait, these are coming out of the target block. That makes sense. Out of the target block on the back end, into the target block on this end. Let me think about that for a second. Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm thinking, why am I doing this? Why do I have it feeding in this end, coming over here, coming out? Because this is the delay, people. This is the closing circuit after it opens. Duh. This is the most fun part of this whole thing. All right. So coming out on this side, going in on that side, looks like 5, and then each of these are 4 ticks, like we said earlier. Okay, I can do that. I just have to remember it's fed from the back on that side. So it's fed from this side, or that's the way I have it anyway. Okay, there we go. Then like this, and then the other side activates. Now, what do I have onto the return circuit side for those two? It looks just like 2 ticks. Okay, let's get some redstone, and then I'll have to do some moderation. Wow, they're really on us. I don't know if I should be flattered or not. Okay, and again, we'll do the reset. Oh, well, you know what? I'll just... There we go. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. No soliciting. Okay, so we're good on that side, I think. We'll just copy it now from this side over to this other side. So not so much flying around back and forth, because, and apologies if that's, the motion sickness is a little nauseating. Sorry. Let us. How do I want to go about this one here? Let's do. And again, I should have a reset for this. But it's a fire and drop off, so it's not that big of a deal. Gotta watch the time too, because I have to make certain that I have enough time to prepare to bring Kachi home from school. Okay, let me see. We're feeding in on this side 2 ticks. Fuck. Hands, really. There we go. We're feeding out on this side 5 ticks. Yeah. Let's just be consistent. There we go. Let me see. And these go like this, each with 4. Redstone dust here and here. All right, that return circuit is now in place. Let's put in this redstone rail bus right here. Like that, we're good. Put in these observers next. And if I run over the stream a little bit, I should be okay. Like I said, I just have to be careful. I got to watch the time a little bit here. Let's put our resets in place. Like that. And then on this side, we need some substrate and some comparators. Comparators need to read those so we can make our T flip-flop. We then need to place our pistons. Like that. Then our observers into those. Like that. I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. That's most of the activation stuff on either side. Let us go put in the activation device itself. We need this bus crossing over, so let's do that first. We'll just go from the bottom up. Oh, there's some supernova relic right there, a little bit. Okay, we can do that. Right. Sorry about the motion, you guys. All right, this looks like this. Okay, good. Let's do that. And then I think I need an observer here. Yes, and an observer here. Okay, good. Now we've got a little asymmetry that we need to deal with here, but it's not a big deal. All right, so you guys can see when the redstone up above is triggered, it will pull the block. This will see that, send the signal down here, fire the piston to send this down and retract it back up. It will send a pulse along here. These will read it. We're good to go. All right? So let me see. That has to be one of these middle two. It doesn't really matter. Oh, actually it does. A little closer to the button on this side. Not that important. Piston, how do I want to do that? Okay. Okay, activation is on this side. Yep, it certainly is. All right, so let's do, I want to do that. And then this should be in its retracted state. Like that. Good. All right, I like it. Let's come on over to here. All right, now here's the deal. I need to be able to see this from above. Because the idea is this will reach down, grab this, and pull it up in one quick pulse. And this down here will see that happen. And that's the cool thing about it. If I do that, this will push it down and pull it back up. This will see it, send the signal down to here. Maybe one more like... Come on, come on. You know you wanna. This will read... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, it has to come across like that. And then this will read this. Okay, that should do it. As far as the action of the door, let us put these slabs into place. We do this. Okay, doesn't work exactly right. All right, so something's a little goofy. All right. Those are feeding into that. This feeds into this. This feeds over to here. That did not drop off properly. That should not be like that. I'm thinking this is wrong. Let's go find out. But let's reset everything first. Because this just went absolutely bananas. Okay, I'm just looking at this quickly. Comparators reading that into this. This hits that. That hits that. These go up. Okay. My buses look good. My timers look good. It's just this off the button is not How did I do this now? Let me make sure. The button activating that rail, this going into this. This observes this, sees the target block, pushes that down. Okay. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, I didn't think I was doing this. Oh, this is why. This is why. Yep. All right, so what I did is I didn't put the slab there. And that's what was causing a lot of the trouble, I'm thinking. So let's go into here. Yeah, this slab is not necessary. What this does is this reaches down and grabs that block. And I think it just worked. So these also may be at the wrong level. Wow, hands, really. Beautiful. Hey, we did it. Okay, the last thing I want to do is, I only have a minute left of the stream, but I'm going to go over stream a little bit. I want to put the obsidian box into place. So let me see. Let us grab this. And that's the floor of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks down from the observer. Okay. This is going to do nutty stuff with the observer, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this. And then let's just get this over with because these are going to be a pain in the butt. Oh, cool. These are repeaters, so the signal can't go in that direction anyway. Nice. All right. Right. Same thing here. Thing I don't like about the obsidian is it's hard to count because I can't see the edges of it. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9 is the floor. Okay. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9 is the floor. Great. All right, now if I remember correctly, what I needed to do is to protect these rails. So I'm just going to bring this up like that. And you know what? I'm just going to bring them down like this too. I mean, I really only need to do that, but these corner parts blast Damage can leak out of those and onto things. There shouldn't be anything there, but like I said, we're not hurting for any materials really in the in creative mode, so just do the thing. Just do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to leave the face of this open for now. What I need to do is put in the dispensers with the TNT. And so I need to set up some redstone to do that. I'll probably feed it off of the circuit, maybe the return circuit. In some way, I'll just put an observer on that return circuit and it'll activate the dispensers and they'll shoot out their pieces of TNT. And I'm thinking 2 pieces of TNT will be enough. That should do it. I'm digging that. Okay, I think we're good. You know, that didn't go so bad. You know, I did flounder for the first half of the stream quite a bit to get this in place. And then just trying to figure out the world edit. So what I'll do off camera is I'll finish this up. I'll include the dispenser with the TNT, test it, get it going, wrap this one up, and then I'll update my world edit document with that copy and paste, and I'll copy and paste the other one. There's 2 more, right? So this is TNT. I have to put a lava trap, a drop-away floor lava trap somewhere, and then a drop-away floor that leads into a tunnel that will allow the player to emerge somewhere else in the maze, right? And so I have those 2 features to install, and I'm thinking I'll get the world edit down, and I'll use the world edit to copy and paste those into place. And I'll show that on the next Baby Zombie Rush stream. Great. Let me see. Let me get some tinted. Right here. I feel confident in closing this up now. Yeah, there's nothing to reload or anything in here when I reset for a different player or something, so that's fine. As you can see, if the player squats down, there's no indication that there's any redstone here that works. It just looks like everything else. And that's the critical thing, and that's the trickiest thing about this game, is to, you know, you install the features, but you can't have any indication at all of that there is a feature here, or that a feature had been there after you activate it. It needs to reset and look like this every time. So that's the challenge of this. It's hard to do, but we've done it. So we've figured out ways to send a redstone signal through this gap. And again, the gap is necessary so the baby zombies can see. If you turn a corner and the baby zombies can't see you, they'll stop chasing. Right, so they need to see you through the gap, so they'll continue to pursue. Right, so that's the idea. Okay, I think we're good here. We need to pose for a thumbnail. There we go. Let's have the observer in hand. Is it shift is down? There we go. That might not be too bad a thumbnail for Baby Zombie Rush this time about. Okay, with that being said, let's wrap things up here. Let's go over to the cam scene. Let's see if we can find anybody to whom we can raid out. Just give me a moment here. We have Jeannie and Skip. I forewent a Jeannie raid the other day, so I think I shall raid out to Jeannie. Jeannie's streaming Buffooncraft anyway, of course, right? And I can see, I'm looking at her stream on the phone. You guys will see this in a moment. Her Mount Olympus build on Buffooncraft it's very impressive. Here I'm building things like these little trade halls with drowns and tridents and weird loopy iron farms and goat farms and bee farms and stuff, and I've just got these little builds. She's building these colossal, spectacular builds. It's just such a buffoon. Okay, let's do that. Let's set up the raid. There we go. You guys can see, viewers, friends, you can see the raid message. There in the chat, you can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us. And I always encourage the viewers to join us along on these raids, even if you can't stay for the entire stream. If you could just drop in, say hi, and if you feel so inclined, a follow, some bits, some subs, that would be really, really cool. Let's set up the raid itself. /raid And there we go. The raid for Jeannie is counting down now. Family-friendly viewers, just be reminded that Jeannie's stream is intended for mature audiences. There's some language and stuff in there, but she is super funny, a lot of fun. We have a lot of shared community, so we're both buffoons. So chances are you'll see people in there that you know. And also remember that we do this Generations stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be Friday. That'll be 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. That will be Buffooncraft SMP. All kinds of cool stuff going on in Buffooncraft. For me, it's always like silly and crazy stuff. So please tune into that if you get the chance. If not, you can always watch the VOD. Remember, they're archived on Twitch up for 14 days. And then they're archived on our YouTube channel, Thunderhand64_2, where they're there available for all time. The stream after that will be Kachi time. That'll be from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the stream following will be next Wednesday. That will be, again, Generations. And we should be on the Survival Generation 5 world. And that should do it. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for showing up today. It was a lot of fun doing Redstone with you. We are raiding out to Jeannie now. Bye for now, everyone.